All right, everybody. So this is the New York session. We have 2 minutes to the market open, so we're right on time today. And let's get ready. We're gonna be trading. So let me open my brokerage account down. Key. Trade the marks these. So we have about 2 minutes for NASDAQ open, just in 2 minutes time. 2 minutes time to NASDAQ open. We're gonna be trading today, so yeah. So by the way, let's see where is price in respect to our earlier analysis. So based on our analysis earlier in London section, we're expecting that if NASDAQ should, go at least furthermore into the demand zone, then we should be able to potentially take a trade. But either or not, if that happens, we are going to see. Okay. Yeah. So let's have a look. See. Let's have a look. See. Right here. All right. So it's 1 minute to the opening. 1 minute to the opening. It's either we just have a sell continuation, or we're just gonna. There was news at 2:30 today, but it didn't really make any significant effects. So let's take a look at the Forest Factory. There was news at 2:30 earlier today. Oh, it was bad for the US, so it was bad for US dollar. So technically, we can see a continuation of sell today when the market opened. So NASDAQ opened already, and I'm thinking that we should actually take an early sell in this one. I enter for a sell right there, and okay, let's see. Yeah. So obviously, if this is gonna be selling, it's gonna be somewhere over there, and anyway, so we are going to see if this decision is correct. Anyway, so based on what's happening in the market, I think that NASDAQ can actually continue to sell from yesterday, and also the fact that the CPI data is also negative. Anyway, that is not confirmed. Let's wait for some action over here. Even though I did take an impulsive entry right now, actually. I took an impulsive entry right here, but if I get a chance to just close out, I'm gonna close it. So but I did take an impulsive entry right here. I took an impulsive entry actually. Let's see what NASDAQ is gonna do. So I'm anticipating two things. That number one, NASDAQ is going to maybe continue to sell. NASDAQ should continue to sell. I think it's much probable actually. It's very much possible. So that's why I'm going to just come here, put a short position right here, and then stop this right here. So, and we can potentially just get an extra sell today, and that would really be cool. That would really be cool if that happens. On the other hand, S&P 500 is actually going up, so that's not a good signal. That is not a good signal. Not a good signal. Oh, not a good signal at all. Not a good signal. Let's take a look over here. Let's take a look over here. Okay. Let's give it a moment. Let's let the market do something. Either it breaks before we know which actual direction we're actually going to be going. So either this level is taken out, or this level right here is taken out. one of these has to happen, and then when either of that actually, when one of that happens, then we're gonna know exactly which direction we are gonna be trading. So we would see. My early entry over here is actually not doing well. I did an early entry over here, and I think it's too early for me to have entered that trade, but let's be patient and see. Let's give it some time. I think NASDAQ can still go back, maybe go up. You know, we just want price to really be, for us to be buying, we need to see price in a demand zone, like in an area of interest. But right now, price is not in any area of interest, so we potentially just have to wait and see. All right, so we are right here. We are right here. All right, let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. On the other hand, S&P 500 is also, okay, it's trying to go up, trying to go down. Honestly, no direction yet for the market. That's why I speak on the sell side. So it's possible that sell might be the dominant move for today. And it's possible that, you know, they just quickly reverse and then start going the other way as well. So it's possible. I think it's somewhere over here. My entry somewhere over here. And the stop is somewhere over here as well. Okay. So it looks like the sell. By the way, I'm actually thinking that the sell will continue. So I entered an early entry, right? I entered an early sell entry, but hopefully we actually get a sell that really goes well. Right now, it seems like the sell is actually happening gradually, but if the sell should go, where is it really going to? You know, and that's a good question of the day. If we're really going to be selling, that means the NASDAQ is going to reach potentially this level today, and you know that would actually give us a good risk to reward. That would most likely be like a 1 to 3 risk to reward, meaning that NASDAQ potentially can test deeper into the demand zone. That is if this is going to actually happen. By the way, yesterday trade, the sell of yesterday was really good. We were able to catch a 1 to 2. The entire trade went to 1 to 12. Obviously, that was massive, but we'll see how it actually goes. So, so I am in an early sell. Apparently, I took an early entry over here, but I don't know, honestly. It's left for the market to do its thing. But the reason for the sell is that I assume that NASDAQ wants to still go deeper into the demand zone, right? So, and that's actually a classic thing that NASDAQ normally does. Take the previous day low, go deeper into the demand zone, and then boom, maybe give a buy from there. And then, you know, they can also do whatever they want from where the price currently is as well. So that is also something you need to factor in your decision making. But for now, let's give it a moment and see. So we're gonna wait for the first 15 minutes candle to finish its thing. In about 7 minutes now, we're gonna know the direction potentially, and if there is volume, you know, to the downside or to the upside, then we're gonna see it happening. Otherwise, hopefully we don't take a loss on the early trade that we've entered. So yeah, let's wait and see. Let's give it a minute. Let's give it a moment. Let's give it a moment. By the way, are you trading NASDAQ? Are you looking to trade NASDAQ, or are you trading, you know, what are you trading? And for me, I've realized that just trading one session works for me. So I stick with trading just New York session. Sometimes I analyze like NASDAQ in London session, but I don't do anything in London session again. I just analyze and I just wait. Then I wait for New York session, and then I look at what price is predominantly doing, and then I enter the trade, okay? It seems like we're having the sell happening already. It seems like the sell is happening. Let me see how far we're going. Oh, we're already, okay, it's going up and down like a yo-yo. Obviously, if the sell really comes today, bro, that's gonna be lots of money, right? It's gonna be so cool. It's going to be 2 back-to-back wins yesterday and today, and honestly, that would be a really good one. By the way, we are not trading the prop firm account yet. We'll most likely start trading it by next week. So I'm going to set out the plan for how we're going to be trading the account, so that we can maximize the best from the account. So I'm still waiting to see what we have today. Okay, in this scenario, I need to put my stop. Okay, then this let's actually be here. Okay. Writing. Let's give it a minute now. 5 more minutes to the first 15-minute candle. Let's see what the S&P 500 is doing. Sometimes it can give us an idea into what the price is going to do. Oh, US 30 on the other hand is actually selling. They are doing similar things. So it's likely, it's quite likely that NASDAQ as well is going to do the same thing. It's likely, just likely to do the same thing. So, and if that happens, boom, that'll be good for us. All right, so NASDAQ is still pushing. NASDAQ is pushing. As soon as NASDAQ breaks out of this level, it's very much likely that it will just keep going down, 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 down from here, So at this point right now, I will soon go break even. I'm already almost 1-to-1. I'm currently at 1-to-0.5, but before I go break even, I'm going to wait for the candle to close, the candle closure. So when the candle closes, then I'm going to decide, how to close today. And today, I'm trying to also be very patient in closing trades today, so that I maximize the opportunity the market has to give. If NASDAQ want to sell very much today, I want to be part of the move. I want to make sure that I get as much as possible in the move. As soon as NASDAQ breaks outside of this zone, I will think about maybe closing some profits, and maybe even going break even. But we need to break out, and then let me even see once the. Let me see what's going to happen. Okay, we just broke out of that level, but it's rejecting, immediately rejecting it. So I need to see one more thing. I need to see the reaction of traders around that level. There is obviously no, let's say on 1 hour actually. There's obviously nothing that should actually stop it. Like the zones that is right here is not like enough to just, stop the, it's not like the strongest demand zone. So I feel like the price is going to go, a little bit deeper into this demand, at least 50% of this range. And at this point, we can look to start closing up positions completely. So, right. So for now, let's still hold. Let's keep holding. I think as of right now, I'm doing break even now. I'm already 1-to-1. So because I'm 1-to-1, I'm going to go break even. So this trade is now officially risk-free. We're no longer risking any money on this trade, and we are already making 1-to-1 right now. So I'm thinking that since we're making 1-to-1 now, should I close half of the position at least, or should I drag my stop a little bit further into good profits? Obviously I need to make a decision now. I'm already making a 1-to-1, so at least 1-to-2 would be good. At least a 1-to-2 is going to be really good. So let's see. We have 2 minutes to the candle closure of the first 15 minutes. So at least the good thing right now is that we are risk-free. Right now we are risk-free. We're not trading with any risk. So I would just leave it to keep doing its thing. Let me not make this too tight. The good thing is that I no longer have any risk. So that's good enough for me. That's good enough for me. No more risk. So the fact that this trade is already risk-free is actually good, so that's a good first thing. The next thing now is that where would it's reversing quite very fast in that level. Okay, I don't actually want it to take me out without actually taking a profit. I would like to take something out before it actually take me out of my, because I went break even, and if it takes me out, it's just not going to be good. So what should I do? Okay, I think it's going to take me out shortly. I think it's going to take me out. Okay, it took me out of break even. I didn't take any profits. Oh, that's sad. Actually, that is very sad. But I actually think that it might, just push more. So I'm gonna wait and see if there is any opportunity to actually re-enter the trade. If there is none, then we're gonna call it a Friday. We're gonna call it a Friday. So we've got break even over there. We're out of break even. We're out of break even. So the trade was break even after giving a 1-to-1. Honestly, that's the thing about trading. You need to start taking profit as soon as you have it. So I'm thinking that now that we have this formation, that it's possible that NASDAQ now will potentially maybe go higher from here, but it's unlikely that right now we will just be getting we need to reassess. Before we know what to do right now, we need to reassess what it is doing. So there's been a massive rejection off of that level. So we need to know exactly what we are going to do. So, okay. Okay, what should we do right now? Let's wait and see. So two things actually have to happen. Number one, if NASDAQ take this high, because of this big rejection, if it takes this high, guess what can happen? And they come back and close back inside, then we're gonna take another sell, But if they don't, if they break above this and they not close back inside the range, then very much likely we have to be on the buy side. But anyway, for today, I think it's best to just stick to one angle, So we're out of break even on this trade, and NASDAQ's not pushing upward. Anyway, that's that. What is NASDAQ trying to do now? Let's see. So NASDAQ needs to break out of one of the arrows that we have. So if we have a breakout to the upside, we are going to potentially know the direction that we should re-enter on. So let me take a look right here. It's risky to take a trade from here because NASDAQ can just blast through and take this Asian high over here. So that's another confluence for sell. There's Asian high here. If NASDAQ take the Asian high and starts to reject from the Asian high, then you can potentially, honestly, start looking for another sell from that level. Like, from here, they take this high because of this zone that is red. NASDAQ can actually reject it and then potentially start selling, again. Or maybe even, go straight into the upside. But we need to see a structure form now for us to know. For right now, the only thing that makes sense in NASDAQ is actually selling it. But it looks like they've tapped. Oh, see what happens? We actually tapped already into the demand. Just a little bit tap into the demand. That's why the push is not happening. There are penny orders in the zone that actually caused the move right now. See, as soon as it tapped into the zone, then boom, all the penny orders were activated and then it pushed the price up. So what needs to happen now is that we need to see if more sellers are interested in selling this further down like this, something like that. So we just watch closely here and see how that happens. I think the best thing might be to wait for this 15 minutes candle to close. This particular 15 minutes candle, to wait for it to close and then see what it does. Then we're going to also have another idea about the predominance direction of the day. It's more important that we should get the predominance direction of the day way more than, you know, just guessing where it's price going. So, okay, so now NASDAQ is going to take the Asian high, and that's already happening. You can see that happening right now. So this is the Asian high right here. It's going to be taken. Once that is taken out, we need to see the reaction of this level. So whatever that level does is what's going to, you know, tell us that NASDAQ is potentially going to go up or go down. Let's see. But let me see S&P 500. I think NASDAQ is just going to sell. Honestly, I would like to take one more trial very soon. If this 15 minutes to close inside, like I said before, you know, the break above, but then it's going to close inside it, that would give us a signal that potentially NASDAQ would sell, but let's have a look, see. Okay. Okay, so my theory right now is that NASDAQ is going to sell, right? Because it's rejecting the sellers are also stepping in this level, right? So I'm thinking of actually giving the sell one more chance. Okay, so I just took a second sell now. I took a second sell, but the stop now will be here. The stop now is similar to the, you know, to the first stop. Stop is similar to the first one. And so I'm retaking a sell on that level. The reason is because I saw that the price actually rejected this level. So, but this time around, I might actually close sooner than later. I think I took a sell from here. I might close sooner than later. Yeah. Maybe like a quick scalp and just call it a day. I need to see the reaction at this level over here. So basically what needs to happen is that I think I took an entry right here. Okay. So once NASDAQ is once you get back to this level, I need to see the reaction that it's going to get from there, because it's very likely that from there, one or two things should happen. You know, we need to see more push from seller. If the push from seller is slowing down, then we need to, you know, exit the trade before it gives us a loss. So I'm thinking right now, we'll slow down. So I'm gonna go break even. I'm gonna just, you know, I'm gonna close now. All right. So it's like a scalp as well, because now the buyers are still rejecting. They're trying to protect this level, so it's not the best. But I still believe that the trade is actually going to sell today. Actually, I just don't want to over risk. I should have left the sell actually, because it's actually going well. Oh, it's pushing even way more than I actually thought. So anyway, let's wait for the 15 minutes candle to finish. When the 15 minutes candle finish, I would know. I would like to take a sell back to the rejection that we have. You know, we had a rejection earlier from here. We had a rejection here. So from where prices, I enter here, but then I've exits. There was a rejection here. So I'm thinking that price is going to return back there, right? But I'm going to wait for what the 15 minutes, how it's going to close. How the current 15 minutes candle will close will tell me exactly. So today I've closed two positions today, and the two positions, you know, I didn't close good profit. So anyway, it is what it is. So yeah, you see. So this was the second attempt today. This was the second attempt today, so it was also a break even. So now let's wait. We'll give it I think about 7 more minutes. So in 7 minutes, so that the 15 minutes candle will complete its thing. If the 15 minutes candle will not be closing above, if the 15 minute candle will not be closing above this line, if it's not closing above this line, then we're gonna take a sell. We're gonna take a low risk sell this time around because so instead of risking the same amounts on the first two trade attempts that I've had now, I'm gonna risk like half of that, right? Because I've tried 2 times now. I've taken a break even, and so what I'm gonna do is wait and wait and wait. We have 6 minutes for this current candle to finish, and when the candle finish, we're going to potentially be taking a next entry. But let's see. Let's have a look. See what is S&P 500 doing? It's doing the same thing. US 30 doing the same thing. The market is actually painting a sell character rather than a buying character. It's printing like, you know, a sell behavior rather than a buying behavior. So, you know, classic sell rejection over here. Boom, boom, boom. So let's just wait for this 15 minutes candle to do its thing, and then we would know. Obviously now the highest point of New York is now this line over here. This is the highest level of New York. So if this candle should close above it, then it invalidates our sell idea. If it doesn't close above it, then our sell idea might still be valid, but it is not left for the market to show us exactly what to do. Okay. It's going and going and going. It's printing, it's printing, it's printing. It's printing, it's printing, it's printing. Okay, there's 4 minutes more. 4 minutes more to the close, and then we are going to know exactly which direction to go. Oh, the first profit I didn't take, I could have closed at 1-to-1, you know, and just at least take some money. Take some money out. It's good. I didn't take it, so it is what it is. 3 minutes. 3 minutes for this candle to close. 3 minutes for this candle to close. Let me see S&P 500 again. S&P 500 is similar. S&P 500 is similar. Okay. I think we're getting more of a, you know, a selling behavior. We're getting more sell behavior rather than a buy behavior. And that's exactly what I think, you know. That's exactly what I think. Even though I exited the setup quite early, the second trade I exited quite early. I could have left it to still, you know, be running. But it was just because, you know, there's no need to hold something when you feel like, oh, let me just close. If you feel like closing, close. If you feel like holding, then you hold, you know. And for this level right now, where NASDAQ is, this level, something is happening here. Something is happening, and in fact, this candle formation is very important to watch the reaction of traders around it. It's very important to watch the reaction of traders around that candlestick. So usually what happens when this formation happens is that buyers have stepped in based on pending order, but then they are not having follow through. So they may want the price to come a little bit lower, so they had more positions for the buys, right? So in this case, we need to see aggressive sellers selling aggressively and then push the price back. Then if the buyers will now take over again, or if the sellers momentum is going to overshadow the buyers. But in about 1 minute and 42 seconds now, we would know if we should be joining a sell or we should be joining a buy. Let's see. Let's have a look. See, I'm trading NASDAQ. This is NASDAQ 100. My favorite pair to trade is NASDAQ now. So, okay, and this is beginning to slow down, but because today is Friday, and honestly, NASDAQ on Friday, based on the history and experience, NASDAQ usually goes very, very far on Fridays, especially if it is going to go in a direction, then it tends to always, go a lot on Fridays. So if NASDAQ is going to make a move, then today is one of those days that it would actually make the move. So the 15 minutes candle is about to close in about 42 seconds. So, and it's closing inside the range that we talked about. So there's a big chance that NASDAQ is going to keep selling. The probability now is much more on NASDAQ sells than on NASDAQ buy. The only thing is that I can't sell right where it is right now. I prefer to sell if it pulls back a little bit up, like if it pull back a little bit up like this, then I can take a sell, put my stop loss, just above this level, and then target the bottom. If that can happen, honestly, that will be the best. That will be the best thing that we can actually do. Okay, that's closed now. Now let's see what this current candle is going to do. Is it going to go ahead, or is it going to go, what direction is it going to go? So, all right, for this stream as well, I think I will give it the next 15 minutes. We'll be here for the next 15 minutes and see if we get any opportunity to take it. If not, then we'll call it a day. We'll be done trading for this week, and then we'll wait till next week. And so, what do we think we should do? Based on the formation right now, based on the price formation, I would say that, NASDAQ is trying to just test us right now. Let's see. Let us see. Let's see what this 5-minute candle is going to do. It's going to keep going, or it's going to stop. Honestly, I would love to scalp one of these trades soon. If this should go a little bit to the top, I will potentially take a scalp trade back for the sell, because I believe that there are still sellers in the market now. Sellers are still trying to push the price downward, even though more buyers are also stepping in. But so it's a struggle right now between the sellers and the buyer, and for that we need to see who's going to win the war. Who's going to win the battle? Who is going to win this battle? Who is going to win this battle? Okay, I think the next push that we can have here, I can actually take a start there. Do I think so? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. So instead of using 0.14, what if I use 0.4? That is 0.4. Okay. Okay. Can we get an opportunity? I think right now we're more of sell. Still, the sell is actually the more dominant market structure right now. And this is on 1 minute. You see, we have NASDAQ come down, break the structure, pull back, take liquidity, pull back, like this, do this, do this. Then from here, I think it can easily do this. So what I can do, I'm gonna wait and see a sell pressure. If I see a sell pressure, I'm gonna enter, on that pressure candle, and if that happens, I'm gonna just take that. And respectfully, it should respect this level. Otherwise, it's invalid. Otherwise, it's invalid. All right, let's see S&P 500, because one is a leading index, the other one can show you the direction of the day. So we can get direction from, okay, we are actually seeing a sell pressure right now. So if my theory is correct, I'm potentially interested. I'm actually interested in taking a sell from here. Do I think so? Yeah, put stop there. I'm gonna try another sell actually. All right, like waiting for a second sell. This is me just thinking that you know, the NASDAQ is going to potentially go a little bit downward. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. It's because I saw a seller's presence over here, and I decided to go in, but it might be too early to say. Might actually be too early to say. And my entry is right there. So if I get like a 1-to-1, I can just close quickly and just call it a day. Honestly, I don't mind now. I believe that NASDAQ is going to come back here. NASDAQ is going to come back to that level, and then potentially give us something for the day. So now it's a waiting game. I'm not going to close this particular entry early. This is going to be my last entry of the day. So I'm going to hold it. I'm going to hold it for the next 10 minutes to see the direction that NASDAQ dominantly wants to go. So let's hold and see. But this one, I'm going to go break even very quick. As soon as it gives me good money, I'm going to go break even, very quick. Right now, it's looking good, actually, honestly. I'm tempted to actually try and close, but let me wait. Let's wait. Let's wait. Can I go break even? I'm on 1 minute. I could actually just, go break even right here and call it a day, or just even reduce this stop. So I'm going to reduce I'll at least reduce my risk. Yeah, I think reducing the risk is much better. So I reduce the risk. I'm still holding the trade, but I reduce the risk. Instead of where the actual stop loss should be, I reduce it to the nearby 1 minute high. Okay, and I think that is much smarter to do right now. Let me just give it a little bit of breathing room like this. So now I would wait for the next, let's say, 5 minutes candle. I'll wait for the next 5 minutes candle to finish its thing and see if I get an opportunity to close in profits. Hopefully I do, because I'll be happy right now. It's not looking the best, but it's not looking the best right now. All right. This is the last trading session of the week. I'm just waiting for this trade to conclude. So and then we can call it a day. Let's see what the S&P 500 is actually doing. On the other hand, what about US30? What about NASDAQ? All right, I hope we actually get something out of this, and we can call it a day. Let's see. We've got 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes, and the candle should close. 2 more minutes, the candle is going to close. All right, yeah, I'm just going to give it a moment. I'm going to be back. So give me a minute. I'm going to be back here. Okay, it looks like we are about to take a stop loss on the trade bar. If that happens, then that's the last attempt of the day anyway. So we will call it a day. And we will go our separate ways. We'll come back on Monday. We'll come back on Monday refreshed with new opportunities, So okay. We took this entry took us out in a loss. All right, so anyway, that's the end of our trial for this week. Happy and safe trading, everybody, and we'll see each other again next week. So we're going to be talking about the prop firm series, how we're going to pass it, and the whole steps that we're going to be taking. So stay tuned, everyone, and happy and safe trading, and bye-bye. Enjoy your weekend.